get it by myself.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, two of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben of the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll run here with Connor. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the... And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run with White, and he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hold the look, hold. Sugar.
On second down, they'll run with White, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now, third and long.
Alert 3. Shoot.
Tight dog.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got Sanu. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one goes for 30 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into third and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Brings up second and 9. At the
Incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing is Brady on third down. Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They start the drive with Connor. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Roethlisberger will throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on third and inches. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Now Roethlisberger, and they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now Brady. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end. But it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady's throw there complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play Wildcat quarterback for you as well.
Going on the ground, it's White. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14.
In your face. No. Alert. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third and long, it's Brady. This is White on the screen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up fourth down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a play fake here on first down. Intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead. Tight end was the target, and it's second down.
It's been my observation. There's been a nice variety of play calling defensive. Keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. To throw again on second down, Roethlisberger, and he fires one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time, but now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Kyle Van Noy coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger rolling to his right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Who's 30? 58.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 10 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey. You got three. Three down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Caught by Sanu. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Roethlisberger now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor, and down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
230.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, oh, he's a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
180. Mike, 58, right there. Snickers.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Here we go.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Flush, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He's to the 10. That is caught. right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal, Pittsburgh.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They go play action here on first down, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away, and it's second down.
It's second and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Push him back. Push him back. 72.
They go right back to White here on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, ball 66.
First down, here's White. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Tom Brady needing a fourth quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was third in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the Steelers' 30-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Mark 55. Mark 55.
Brady gives this to White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with White. White's got a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 23-yard run as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
So the loss of a yard, and now 2nd and 11 from the 24-yard line. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
To throw is Brady. And he's got Sanu. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Brady deferring to White on the draw. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Brady with a hook up to the fellow veteran Watson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, White. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 8 at the 23-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Brady to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch the safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check it.
Back to throw. And this one brought in by Sanu. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Now White. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A first carry now for Rex Burkhead. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80. Jumper.
Back to throw, Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Well, you feel the excitement build on those fourth down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on fourth down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on fourth down. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Here's Jordan Berry now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason.